What's up, y'all? I know y'all can't see my face right now because I'm actually driving, and I felt like I need to upload a video for y'all about prison extortion, the time that I almost got extorted. So let's get to it. So here I go, fresh in the dorm. I don't know nobody, not one soul in here. When I go up in here, it's at least about 50 men, okay? You got 2 tiers. You got 25 cells. Well, you got 12 cells going to the left, 12 cells going to the right. Then you go upstairs. Then you got 12 cells going to the left and 12 cells going to the right. Okay, so it's 50 cells. These are single cell, okay? I end up on this unit. I go in there. My room was upstairs. When you go upstairs, go to the left. I'm 3 cells down. So I go in there. I unpack my things. You know, I'm sitting on the bed, just thinking like, this cannot be my life. Here I go, 24 years old, start my, 5th month into my 10-year sentence. Man, how did I get here? So I'm sitting on my bed, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me get out this room before, you know, dudes start thinking like, oh, this dude's scary, and let's go push up on him, and this, that, and this. Y'all know the spiel. So I gets up, and I walk out there, and I'm looking over the tier, checking everybody out, sizing everybody up, seeing who I can be cool with and who I might have an issue with. You know, the atmosphere wasn't bad, but, you know, prison is prison. So anyway, short black dude walk up to me, and shout out to him. His name is Mint. M-I-N-T. They call him Mint. Why? Because this dude always kept Tic Tacs. Always. He kept a Tic Tac in his mouth. And, you know, maybe he just felt like he didn't want his breath to stink, or whatever the case is. But that was the name that he earned up in there, and his name was Mint. Shout out to Mint. So Mint pushed up on me. Not in that way, y'all. Stop thinking all freaky, because y'all know y'all nasty minded. But he pushed up on me, and he like, oh yeah, yo, where you from? I told him where I was from. You know, he asked, you know, like, how long you got? Let me tell y'all something. One thing you never do is ask another man, how much time do we got? Some inmates, especially lifers or people doing 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they can find that very offensive, because you, first of all, you getting in my business, right? This wasn't my attitude at the time, because like I said, I'm fresh here. I haven't really did too much time at all. So, you know, I didn't know these rules, but I come to know later on in life that you do not ask another man how much time he got, especially if you don't want no problems, okay? So he asked me, I told him I got a dime, and he like, oh, okay. So, you know, he asking me questions. It ain't nothing really off the wall that he asked. He just asking me simple things like, yo, where you from? Did you know this person? Did you know that person? You know, just trying to size me up, trying to feel me out. Y'all hit that like button. So, talking to him, talking back. So he walk off, right? So I said, okay, you know, whatever. So then here I go downstairs, and I see these guys playing dominoes. And there's one thing I like to do. I like to play dominoes. Well, I used to play dominoes. Lately, I've been working my tail off, running these 2 businesses that I got, which is breeding Yorkies. You know, the little dogs. I breed Yorkies. From traditional Yorkies, parties, Murrows, chocolates. Them are best sellers, the chocolates. So here I go at the domino table, and I sit down. You know, they let me in the game, so I'm playing, and I notice that there's a guy that's staring at me from across the way. This light-skinned black dude with a toothpick in his mouth. I later on found out that this guy was a junkie. He was one of them type of dudes that on the outside probably was a crackhead or a heroin addict. And this dude had no family, no friends. He probably screwed over everybody that he have ever known on the outside. Give him chance after chance, and what he do? Come back and screw you over. You know, that reputation that he had out in the outside and followed him to the inside. He was one of them guys that would do any and everything to get his itch scratched. And that was if he needed to get a hold of some heroin or some meth or some weed, he'll run down on you with a knife. He would try to play the extortion game where I come into play. So y'all ready? So I'm at the domino table, and I notice him. I'm playing dominoes, doing what I do. You know, at the end of the game, I get up and I walk off, and he like look at me like he give me like the heads up, like a nod, and I just look at him. I just keep walking. But I'm looking at him like at the side, like my head turned, but walking forward, like, what's up with this dude? So then, as I'm walking, Mint approached me again, and he like, hey bro, I'm gonna let you know right now, dude over there, they call him Big Six. I said, okay, what's up with him? He like, yo, he been staring at you like this whole time. I'm not trying to get in your business or nothing, start nothing, but you need to watch him. I said, what's up with him? He like, well, this dude, he like to run down on the new people in the pod, and you know, he like to try to extort people. Now, I'm not calling you a punk or nothing, but you know, he like size guys up, and then you know, he try to push up on you and try to see whatever he can get out of you, and he is known to push that knife. So I'm like, oh, okay, good looking out. And he was like, yeah, man, just watch yourself, and especially watch yourself around him. So me knowing now that, okay, dude, obviously Big Six, obviously think I'm soft for. He thinking that he might can get something out of me because he just staring at me all this time, and then he gonna nod at me like. So now, as I'm thinking about it, when he nodded at me, he probably was saying it and said, yeah, I got him. Definitely gonna get him. Yeah, got me one. All right. So I go to my cell now. I'm sitting there, unpacking my stuff, put my lotion, my toothpaste, toothbrush, my towels up, all that, right? Sorting through my mail, reading letters that I done had for what, 2 months now, reading the same letters. And you know when you feel like a presence watching you? So I'm like, I look up, and there go Big Six, standing right there at my cell door with that toothpick in his damn mouth. And I'm like, can I help you with something? He like, hey, ain't your name Charlie? I said, hell no, my name ain't no Charlie. He said, you sure? I said, no, my name ain't no Charlie. He said, are you sure they don't call you CJ? I'm like, no. He said, oh, okay. And then he just walked off. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna have to give me a piece of steel, because this dude, like, and the way that he was saying it, it's like I was lying, like, come on, man, my name Dante. Like, dude, you know damn well you don't know who I am. Never met me a day of your life. Coming over here talking about, is your name Charlie? Nigga, do I look like a Charlie? Out of here. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, so this the game that he playing. Now, in hindsight, to be honest, I should have ran up on him and just fired on him. I should have just ran up on him and then just put violence, apply pressure and violence on him. I know that now when you give somebody a little small inch, if you let little things go, it can turn into big things literally the next hour or the next day. See, he been locked down so many times. This is the games that he play. He put an introduce himself to you in a weird way. And however you answer this dude questions is depending on how he going to approach you next time. I didn't approach him really aggressive, so I guess that was my mistake of letting him know, okay, he open to conversation. So now that I know better, and now what I know to look for, yeah, wouldn't have happened again. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to get a hold of a piece of steel or something, because I'm gonna have to do something real bad to this dude, man. So, oh, and let me tell y'all something right too. Let me describe what Big Six looked like. Big Six was like, I'm gonna say he was about 6'5", 6'4", but he was very thin, and he had to been like in his mid-60s, like maybe like 62, 63. But pound for pound, I would have beat that man down. I was like in the best shape of my life at that time. I was weighing about 235. I was about 5'11", and I was in shape. You know, I always was running laps. I always was active. You know, I stayed working out. So if me and him actually was in the cell and was about to fight, I knew I would have washed him all the way up. So keep that in mind. So I'm not really tripping about it. I'm not tripping, but I remember what Mint said, that, you know, he's known to push that knife. So worst case scenario, if me and him do get into it, I got to take off on him immediately and try to knock him out before he try to pull that knife out. So all night, you know, after they lock us down and everything, you know, all night, I'm just thinking like, man, this dude better not say nothing else to me. I'm putting all these scenarios in my head, and all you dudes that been locked up before, y'all know what I'm talking about. What happens like on your first, second, and third night, and when you feel like you might have to do something to somebody, and you run all these plays and all these scenarios in your head like, okay, if he approached my cell again, I'm just going to run up and start hitting him. Or I'm going to run out there with the banger and, you know, apply that pressure on him. Or what if we go into the yard? Maybe I should just hit him in the back of the head. Or, you know, all these scenarios playing out in my mind. What am I going to have to do to this dude that they call Big Six, right? So, next day, they pop all the locks. You know, it's breakfast time. So you go down there. They come in there with the trays. We all line up and grab your trays. So, I get over there. I'm in line. I grab my tray. I'm finna beeline back to my cell. Now, let me show y'all what the pod look like. Okay, so you got the 2 tiers and all that. There's a day room. It's 2 rooms. Hold up. Okay, there's 2 rooms on the main floor. Right where, okay, so there's the door where the guards, where you come in at and where they bring the food at. Like right there, the entrance. It's only one way in, one way out. So once that door open, you know, the guards either bringing somebody in, or you getting let out, or they bringing the food in. Or that's where you go to get your pills from when the nurse come around, when she called pill time, right? Hit that like button. So I go sit down, and Big Six come over there, and he sit like not across from me, but across from me, like 2 bodies down from me. And he just stared at me. He like, that's what it is. Now I know. I know where I know you from. I'm like, where you know me from? He like, you weren't locked up in Jackson with a dude named Tree? Tree was your cellmate, wasn't he? I was like, yeah, I did have a cellmate named Tree. And yeah, I did have a cellmate named Tree in Jackson. And he like, yeah. Tree, Tree got violated and got put in a hole for stabbing somebody, and that's true. Right? He tried to make the play that Tree owed him like $200. And when Tree got locked up, well, after Tree stabbed somebody, Tree went to the hole, and he was like, basically, you owe me Tree debt. Right here in front of everybody at the table. He like, well, you know, you gonna have to break something off. And, you know, you got to cover Tree debt. I'm in a whole nother prison. This was a couple months ago. I never met this man a day in my life. This dude, I'm like, hold up. Was he there locked up? Was he there in Jackson with me? I'm like, how does dude know? This is what he does. He's cool with one of the guards, okay? He get the info on somebody that he wanted to get the info on, right? So he did his investigation on me. He knew that I came from Jackson. He knew that my cellmate was Tree. He knew that Tree got into it with somebody and ended up stabbing somebody, okay? So he put 2 and 2 together and attached me to it and tried to say that Tree owed to him. And now since I was his cellie, I have to pay him. And how he tried to run it down to connect me to it, he was saying that I was paying Tree to keep our cell clean, and the money that I was going to give Tree, Tree was going to get at him until he got locked up. I said, hold up, I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't know what type of time you on, but I'm not paying you nothing. He said, so you telling me you not going to pay me? I said, I'm not paying you nothing. And he said, all right. And he got up. He stood up right there at the table and walked to his cell. So it hit me like, oh snap, this dude about to go get a knife. So I hurry up and jump up too. And I run upstairs and I go to Mint, and I'm like, yo, Mint, hey, I know you don't know me. I'm not trying to cause some problems or anything, but do you got a banger? And he was like, yeah, I got one. What's up? I said, hey, Big Six trying to push up on me, man, and I need something real fast. This dude is trying to push up. He said, here, I got you. Come in the cell. I came up in there. He gave it to me. He was like, handle your business. So I get it, and I cuff it in my waistline. So then I go back downstairs, and I'm sitting over there by the phone, and he come out, and he looking at me, and I'm looking at him. And he nod, and I'm like, okay. And keep in mind, y'all, this is my first time ever being in a situation like this before. Ain't nobody ever tried to push up on me like that. Ain't nobody ever, you gotta understand, it's psychological warfare when you locked up. Dudes would try to, if my mind wasn't the way it was, and I was probably somebody that didn't have no brain and that was scared, I probably would have been like, okay, we can work it out. I can pay the debt, but just give me some time. And then there you go. He would have had me just like that, paying for his addiction, right? And this is how he got down. This is how he was programming, right? And I told y'all already in other videos that I don't never knock a man for how he programmed, okay? So I'm standing there by the phones, looking at him, and he looking at me, and he nodded his head, and I nod my head, right? So it's like a standoff. And we probably got about 20 feet between both of us at this time. So, you know, I make reference of my eyes looking at my waistband, and I'm looking back at him like, I know you got it, I got it. You know, so he looking at me, that he like, all right, nod his head. So he go back in the cell. So then Mint come down there, and he like, yo, you good, you straight? I said, yeah, I'm straight. He was like, so what's up? I said, shoot, he went back in the cell. I said, do I gotta worry about this dude? Like, is he really like that? He was like, yeah, I mean, he known that, you know, I told you already about him. He like to push up on new guys and stuff like that. So, I mean, if he didn't run up on you, then, I mean, I ain't telling you to relax, but, you know, just stay on guard. He didn't have to tell me that. I was going to be on guard anyway, right? So, all that day, you know, me and him was like a magnet. You know when you try to put two magnets together, the positive and negative, and it like, you can never get to each other. It's like every time y'all get close, like the magnet push back. It was like that all day. The tensions was high between me and this dude. We never said nothing to each other. We was just, you know, if I'm over here on the phone, he'd creep up just a little bit, be like 15 feet away from me, then go the other way. Or when we about to get trays, get fed again for lunch and dinner, we'd just always be like 10, 11 feet away from each other. So it was like that all day. So now it's like 10 minutes before lockdown. I'm about to go get in the shower real fast. And I go upstairs, I go grab my stuff. Here he go at my cell again. So I turned around instantly. Now he not in my cell, but he right there at the doorway. I turns around and I whip out immediately. I said, what's up, man? He like, oh, no, it ain't even like that. It ain't like that, homeboy. I said, what you mean it ain't like that? I said, you been trying to apply pressure on me all day. He said, man, chill out, young blood, chill out. I say, I'm at this point, I'm like, man, what's up with this dude? He like, look, man, my bad. I wasn't gonna do nothing to you. I mean, I was gonna do something to you if you was gonna do something to me. But, you know, I actually came up here to see, you know, what you look out for me. You know, I'm kind of messed up. I'll be messing with them drugs in here. You know, I just was trying to see what can I get from you. And I was like, hey, listen, I just got up in here. I ain't got nothing, just like you ain't got nothing. And honestly, you know, the type of dude I am, if I had it to give, you could have just asked me for it. You don't have to push up on me like that and apply pressure like that on me like that. But, you know, I get it. That's how he get down. You know, why not try? If you can get away with it, then get away with it, right? I didn't tell him that. You know, so he talking to me like, yeah, man, you know, just what I do, man. I just run down on cats and, you know, get what I want from them and things like that. That lets me know right there, y'all. Y'all remember when I told y'all that a lot of these bandits, a lot of these extortionist type of guys that take things from people, they not going to, usually, they will not go after somebody that they know that's going to fight back. They're not going to go after somebody that they know that's going to push that knife into their body if they get approached the wrong way. So, you know, like I said, I can't knock the way he programmed. You know, why not get away? I know it's messed up that, you know, people extort people like that, but, you know, being locked up is a whole nother world. It's sickening. It's madness. You know, so, he talking to me, I'm talking to him, and I'm like, all right, man, I'm about to roll. I gotta go jump in the shower before we get on lockdown. And he like, all right, young blood, all right. So after that, you know, he walked off. I grabbed my things. I still have my you-know-what on me, too, because, you know, I wasn't finna let that ride. So I leave up out of there. I go jump in the shower. They say lock down in 5 minutes. I hear up and wash up. Then I get out, and I go back up there to my cell. Mint come through, and he like, yo, what's up? I seen him come to your cell. I said, man, dude was just trying to, you know, see what he can get from me, but he gave me his little spiel of basically told me he apologized and this and that, and, you know, that's just how he get on up in here. And he say, man, he wouldn't have no issues from here on out. So, you know, that's what that was. So, with that, Mint was like, yeah. Now, later on, every Tuesday, days will go by, maybe I'm going to say about 5 days later, I notice every Tuesday we get new inmates. Some people they like rotate the jail. Well, rotate the prison. And every Tuesday we get new inmates. I've been in this pod for about 9 months. I done seen Big Six do this to multiple people. Multiple men. I done seen him run down on maybe a good 40 people. And out of them 40 people, he probably was successful of extorting 30 people. Big number. He was a drug addict. Okay? I see the time and time again, he'll walk up to somebody with his knife and just go straight bulldog. I remember one time I seen him, if we had a blind spot under the stairs, like when you going up the stairs, a blind spot right there. I remember this young black dude. Dude had to be maybe 17 years old. One of them steppers. One of them gang bangers, right? One of them guys that if he didn't have a gun, he wasn't about nothing. Big Six run up on him, put a blade to his throat, and like, yo, I need everything from you. Right? And dude like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. So he basically put the knife to the young dude back, and he walked him to his cell, and he got all this commissary. I done seen that happen. I don't know, was Big Six gonna push that blade in him if he would have fought? I never seen him actually use the blade, like actually put it in action. But I was told that he would, and he kept it. So, you know, I done seen where the same thing, what he did to me. Hey, don't I know you? Don't you know so-and-so? Well, he owed me. And yo, he was applying pressure. And you know, when you apply pressure, you know, pipes bust. And hey, that's what happened. So y'all, sorry that this story was long-winded, but I know a lot of y'all do be asking me to create more longer content. And, you know, I'm here for y'all. I listen to y'all in the comment section. Because, you know, without y'all, it won't be no me. So I'll do this for y'all. So I need for y'all to hit that like button for me, okay? Bless the Cashapp too, all right? Help me fight this war on poverty. If you haven't joined my page, make sure y'all join my page. It's $9.99. When y'all do that, y'all get y'all a special badge, okay? As y'all can see, every Monday and Tuesday, I'm going live at 7 p.m. All right? Also, I need for y'all to check out the video that I'm dropping. The full video is called Scariest Inmate, but it's the full video. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. I'm dropping that tomorrow. No. That might be out Sunday. Yeah, that might be out Sunday. I got part 1 and 2 already out by the time y'all see this video. Well, part 1 is already out. But I'm I'm gonna leave it right here. This gonna be the video right here. It should pop up for y'all to check out. So y'all make sure y'all check out Scariest Inmate 1, part 1, and then I'm dropping part 2 probably Friday, and then I'm dropping the full video of Scariest Inmate. All right, so as always, y'all be safe out there, and I'm out.